The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, very exciting time last night for future Cubs Shohei Ohtani as he won the MLB's two-time unanimous MVP. He led the AL with 44 homers, hit .304, had 96 RBIs, 20 stolen bases this season. Even when he got hurt in September, is an oblique injury, so he had to stop all that. He could have, imagine what his numbers were if he just kept going full on strong.
He might have had 2 or 3 more home runs.
Who knows? And he also was 10-5 on the hill with a 3.14 ERA, 23 starts, struck out 167. This guy is going to be ridiculous when he comes to the Cubs for a $500 million contract.
The crazy thing is, his oblique could be permanently messed up. He could never pitch again, and you could still spend $500 million on him, and it would be a good investment.
Absolutely.
Just for his hitting.
100%. I'm trying to think of somebody that was a two-way player of his caliber in our generation. There can't be one.
The comparison is Babe Ruth, and he's now been a two-way player longer than Babe Ruth ever was and was more successful as a pitcher than Babe Ruth ever was. That's what we're dealing with
100
here.
years.
Yes.
You're going 100 years back to find somebody close to him.
Think about all the baseball players there's ever been. He's the first 2-time unanimous MVP, like you just said.
$500 million, give it all day. And then Kenzie's season tickets will go up in value, too.
Thank God. Please.
White Sox season tickets not going up in value with reliever Aaron Bummer heading to the Braves for 4 players we won't see play for the White Sox. But there is a kid, Nicky Lopez. I shouldn't say a kid. 28's not a kid. Naperville Central High School he played, and he will be on the team at least.
I'm 28, Brian.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I can't call him a kid.
Yeah.
I like that name, Nicky Lopez.
Yeah, Nicky Lopez.
That sounds like a baseball player.
Anybody go to high school with Nicky Lopez? If you're on 28 years old, Naperville Central.
If he had an embarrassing nickname, let us know.
Good call.
Blackhawks lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning last night 4-2. But again, Connor Bedard just keeps breaking records. This one overall in the NHL. The highest percentage of somebody scoring goals for a team, it's him. He's 18 years old. This guy's ridiculous. Wayne Gretzky says he's better than everybody said he was going to be, which all the hype on Connor Bedard for years even at this point when he was younger, and now he's doing better. What a catch for the Blackhawks. Bulls can get payback tonight from the Magic from a few nights ago. In-season tourney, the red court comes back for the Magic tonight. And there might be something with mascots tonight at the Bulls game.
God, I can't make it to the Bulls game tonight, and I'm sick to my stomach because they're probably all going to come out and do like a flash mob, or they're all going to dunk. You know when the mascots jump on the trampoline and then slam it home?
Dunk, that's
oh my
fun.
God.
And what if they all are in the crowd?
I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
Every NBA mascot in the crowd at the Bulls tonight.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself. It'd be like when people saw Lennon and McCartney on stage together. That's like, because the Orlando Magic mascot, one of my teams, Oklahoma City Thunder being the other one, of course. But, Kenzie, Google the Orlando Magic mascot real quick because he's like a dinosaur. He's all green and pink and kind of crazy looking.
I think I've seen him.
Oh, my. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I saw him.
You've got to get to the Mascot Hall of Fame in Whiting, Indiana. It's right over the border.
Yeah, we got to make a trip there.
You got to make a trip there. But there was some kind of mascot meeting today. I'm fascinated by a mascot meeting.
Look at him.
Does he have a name? I think his name's Magic.
Magic Dragon.
Oh, my God. He's a dragon?
Yeah, he's not a dinosaur.
That's even better. I love dragons.
Get it? Because of
Yep.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah, yes.
Orlando
definitely.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah, I
Magic
follow
Dragon.
Now.
There you go.
I follow the Mascot Hall of Fame very closely. Of course, Indiana Pacers mascot Boomer got voted in 2020, but just had his ceremony last year delayed due to COVID. So I've never been to Whiting, Indiana for the Mascot Hall of Fame, but I need to get down there.
So the Bears are at the Lions. The Lions -7.5, a touchdown favorite over the Bears, which makes sense. Justin Fields returning. The Lions are on fire. They haven't won a division in 30 years. And I don't know if this has to be their year. Although the Vikings, who the Bears will have on Monday Night Football a week from Monday, have won 4 in a row, and they've lost Kirk Cousins.
They're hot, but they're not as good as the Lions.
They're not as good as the Lions. The Lions are super fun to watch, so we'll see what happens. Harper, my 1-year-old daughter now, will have her pick coming up over the weekend at Q101's Facebook page on the social.
She's getting old, man.
I know. She's too old for this now.
I know.
It's kind of getting sad. I can't tell her what to do.
Start pulling her weight pretty soon.
Yeah. Get a job, girl. And then finally, Michigan, Jim Harbaugh. And Michigan has agreed not to fight the NCAA on the 3-game suspension. Already one of them's gone, but he won't coach for the Ohio State-Michigan game a week from Saturday after Thanksgiving. Huge game for me being a Michigan fan, but he won't be there. But no worries, because Sharon Moore, who did the game last week against Penn State, I'd play for this guy any day, as he talked about the game after beating Penn State.
To win on the road in this environment when there were doubts, Jerome, what does it mean to you?
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. I love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD. We got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These guys right here. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
Thank you, Coach.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the weekend Q101. What's going on around town? We're going to get to it right now with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We bring Case, the producer in this, who puts an amazing blog together at Q101.com. So if you miss anything or get out of your car for a second.
He's a blogger.
He's a blogger.
Big blogger.
Yeah. Remember when saying a blogger was a cool thing? Like, I'm a blogger.
I don't know if it was ever cool. It was definitely sad.
Yeah. I don't think people say they're a blogger today and it's like a job. You know what I mean?
No, that's been eradicated like the dodo.
Which we know died in the 1800s, the last one was seen.
Blog for a job.
You can blog for fun.
Yeah, you're not paying that cable bill with blogging.
I
don't think.
write a lot online, and I'm not paying the bills with it.
You're barely paying the bills with this. In fairness, so it's a job.
Yeah.
You complain a lot about being hungry.
So, Case, what's going on musically this weekend?
I want to mention that it's such a great week for Chicago bands coming back home. So tonight at Sub T, the Plain White Tees are in town. Plain White Tees at Sub T, that's kind of fun. Tickets still available for that.
Like in New York City. Very nice.
That was a Broadway accent on that. That was great.
It's like a flapper girl. So Plain White Tees at Sub T tonight. I want to be sure to mention this band Bluebeam. This is one of our crew members' bands. Local band, upstart band. They put out a new record today called No More Dinosaurs. They are at the Beat Kitchen tomorrow night. That is one of our crew members, their band Bluebeam at the Beat Kitchen tomorrow night, Saturday. And then also on Saturday, there's 2 sold-out shows with, again, hometown bands. Harm's Way is at the Metro. They've been Chicago's premier metal band for like 15 years now. They normally play Subterranean, and they just have a ton of buzz right now. They put on a show at the Metro and put it on sale. It sold out instantly, so good for them. And then Liz Phair is at the Chicago Theater tomorrow. She's celebrating 30 years of Exile in Guyville. I could not get tickets for this. It sold out. I wanted to go to it. And I'm sure I'll enjoy the videos on social media.
God, he sounds bitter on that one.
It's fine. I love her.
That's going to be a tremendous show at the Chicago Theater.
I'm jealous of the crew members that got in there. So Plain White Tees, like I said, tonight at Sub T. Bluebeam at Beat Kitchen tomorrow. Harm's Way and Liz Phair at the Metro Chicago Theater. Those last 2 shows are sold out. And those are the big concerts this weekend.
Right on. Kenzie, what do you got?
Okay, Chris Kindle Market. Now, there's a bunch of these. My personal favorite, not a huge surprise, is in Wrigleyville. Really, really fun one that happens in that Gallagher Way zone.
Yeah.
And also, the reason I love it is because for me, it's really like a 2-stop scenario because you have that Chris Kindle Market, which is awesome. They have a carousel outside, good food, a really fun area to bring your kids. It's all fenced off over there, which is really nice too. It's not like super heavy traffic like some of the downtown ones are. But also, all of those holiday bars are now decked out. Wrigleyville turns into like the North Pole.
It's unbelievable
which is
already.
So fun. So while you're doing that, then you can go have drinks after, and it's just like such a festive Christmas thing. Obviously, I have a very personal connection to Old Crow. We have a massive, you have to get on a ladder-sized rocking horse that you can get on and take a picture.
I've looked at it. I haven't gotten up there yet, but I've looked at it.
I've ridden it. I'm
sure you have.
A couple drinks in. I'm like, get me on the horse. That's what I want. So call me Paul Revere. You know what I'm saying? So it is such a good time. So if you're going to do a Chris Kindle Market experience, I always think that's really fun because once you get over there, it's really like a destination in general.
Yeah. So all of Wrigleyville looks like, my wife quote her, it looks like Christmas threw up on Wrigleyville. It's so beautiful right now.
It's so fun.
So tonight I already mentioned in sports with the Bulls and the in-season tournament, the red court, and maybe all the mascots doing something at the United Center tonight. All the mascots are in town for a big meeting. And Case is very upset about it.
I just want to be in on the meeting.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to be a mascot. I just love what they do.
Do you think that they discussed like their
You
uniform?
should have showed up in a costume. I bet they would have let you in. They would have been like,
you could have snuck in.
But if I go to a concert with a guitar, they're not like, oh, you must be in the band.
I think if you had a costume on, they wouldn't know. I think you could pass.
Okay.
They'd probably feel guilty. Like, maybe he's with the Joliet Slammers. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, we don't remember. Because you already bump into someone and you're like, oh, God.
What is his name? I cannot.
Because you could just put on a jersey from, like, a more abstract local team.
Oh,
Kind of
God.
a Schaumburg Boomers type
Yeah,
vibe.
that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what are they gonna? They're gonna feel bad.
They're going to say, oh, no, not you.
They're gonna be like, oh, I think we met him. I think we did meet him last night.
What's his name? Chase or
It's
Casey
something.
or
We met
Chad?
him.
What is it?
Oh, man. Well, that might happen tonight. Also, of course, the Bulls host the Heat tomorrow, and then the Blackhawks Sabres on Sunday. But also, in what Kenzie was talking about, obviously Millennium Park, the tree goes up tonight, I believe.
Yeah, so the huge Chicago Christmas tree. It's getting lit, baby.
Again, you can get so jaded on this stuff, but it is so cool to go down there and see that.
It's fun. God, just enjoy the jolliness of life.
And then the Magnificent Mile Lights, the Wintrust Mag Mile Lights Festival Saturday, where they turn on all the lights. And there's nothing better. I don't care, not being biased, not being a homer. There's no city that looks cooler than Chicago when the lights are lit up on Michigan Ave and all the way down to Hancock and all the way State Street, all the way through all those. No one can compare.
Also, quick shout out if you're gonna if you're like, oh, I want to see lights get lit up, but I get it, like hustle and bustle of right downtown can get a little stressful with family when you want to bring kids. The zoo lights are up this weekend too.
Oh.
So that's a really good, more family, if you're like, it stresses you out, like the big crowds of
To
the
get
kids, because they
downtown.
just run. Those things just run around.
Oh.
It's
Kids?
unbelievable. Yes.
They just run?
They just run.
And try to run away from you, too.
Yeah, they think it's so, they giggle. It's like it's a more confined area at Zoo Lights if you're interested.
These damn kids. All right, so go to the Q101.com blog that Case put up with everything about the weekend Q101. There's a ton of more stuff on there, so go check it out. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and Lauren's coming in next. Take you to the rest of this Friday, get you closer to the weekend. But here we go. Takeaways from the show. Love you guys again for what you did for God Bless the Gravy today to get it to our total, blow past it for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Just warmed all of our hearts.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So cool. We are right now at 35,000 meals. Our goal was
crazy.
30,000, and you can keep donating. God bless the gravy.
Snap.
At the Q101.com. The button's at the top.
People going to be full as hell. That's what I'm talking about.
One person walks up and they give them 35,000 meals.
And for you.
But you can do it all the way, through next week. We just wanted to make sure we got to our goal higher, but let's double it. Keep going. Keep donating wherever you can. Q101.com. God bless the gravy. The button's right there for you. Takeaways from all week's shows. Case, what do you got?
Joe from Downers Grove checked in. He said, no matter how much you beg, Kinsey will not hog tie you.
I'm not a hog tie people.
Kenzie?
Alex texted in. Takeaway, can't wait to see Brian and Kenzie crack to sack billboards when they start rolling out.
Yeah, just in time for the Christmas season for the kids.
Yeah.
The crack the sack.
Crack to sack,
It's
baby.
either that or Christmas music. I'd rather go crack to sack.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be Brian's ass, and then I'm holding a bag of presents.
You can't
New
tell me.
billboard.
You can't tell me that isn't the billboard that would work.
And honestly, your ass is so small. Think about how big my bag of presents could be.
How small is it?
Right in the little corner.
It's like a back crack. That's it.
We're going to have to put an arrow on this thing so people, the message
With
sticks.
some like writing on it that explains what it is because people can't tell what Brian's
Maybe we
ass
should
is.
hang like tinsel on it, like a mantle, just so people can see it.
Some mistletoe.
Yeah.
My ass, give it some definition with the tinsel.
It's all about shaping it, really.
Yeah, it's angles. Let's see. Trucker Mike finally on a takeaway. After Kenzie heard what the Teamsters are and what they do, she wants to adopt one of them now.
I love the Teamsters. I really do. They're just such hard workers.
Also, Angel checked in one more time. Kenzie is a defender of the meat.
Stop it.
You miss a moment, miss a lot. The podcast is there. We love you guys. And it's at Q101.com and anywhere you get your podcast. The Q101 Morning Crew podcast. Brian and Kenzie. Like, share, review.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.